The following program may contain coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, Canada, and welcome to the CBC Music Juno Awards Red Carpet. Whether you're watching on Facebook, on Twitter, on CBC Gem, or on cbcmusic.ca/Junos. We're about 1 hour away from Canadian music's biggest night, the 2019 Juno Awards. My name is Raina, Douris, host of Mornings on CBC Music, but tonight I'm hosting the red carpet here at the Junos. We're going to be talking to some of the best and brightest Canadian music stars for the next hour before the show. Your first guest, though, doesn't really need an introduction. I'm going to introduce her anyway. She's won almost every award the Junos can give to someone. The Humanitarian Award, the International Achievement Award. She's been inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. And tonight she adds one more accolade to that list of honors. She is your host of your 2019 Juno Awards, Sarah McLachlan. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm so good, thank you. Very excited.
Yes, yeah. Well, I was saying, you're no stranger to the Juno stage, but tonight you're hosting. It's a little different than performing. How is it different than, going up and performing music?
Well, it's TV, right? So as you well know, it's a lot of hurry up and wait. There's lots of rehearsal time, which is great. So any jitters or nerves that I may have had at the beginning are long gone because I've already done it so many times. And I'm just really excited that tonight is finally here.
So did you actually ask for advice from any other past performers? Did you call up Michael Bublé or Jan Arden and say, how do I do this?
Absolutely, yeah. I was like, hey, so, what do you think? How was your experience? Talk to Bryan Adams, just have fun.
I think that's pretty good advice.
And that's really, what else can you say? Just have,
So give us the lowdown, kind of what can we expect? Is there anything you can tell us now?
There are so many amazing performances. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to give too much away, but I think that the breadth and wealth of the amazing music that is being made across Canada is really being well represented tonight. I think there's some great new artists that you're going to hear that I'm just becoming aware of.
Who are you really
Jeremy Dutcher. I mean, I kind of knew him, but I watched him perform this afternoon, and it was just mesmerizing. He's delightful. Mm-hmm. So I'm very excited to see that performance again.
So what does it mean for you, to be hosting the Junos as somebody who's been such a big part of Canadian music for a while?
It's an honor. It's taken them a lot of time to ask me.
Well, you're going to make it worth it.
Let's hope so. Yeah, I'm a little long in the tooth, but you know what? I can still pull it together, I think so.
So I wanted to talk to you about one thing. You're the person who gave us Lilith Fair. And what I'd like to know is there anybody on your radar now, as far as women, female artists go, that you're really excited about, that you want the world to know about?
Oh, I've got probably a great long list. I mean, I don't listen to that much music, and quite frankly, that's one of the fun things for me about coming to the Juno Awards, is that I do sort of, it allows me to become more aware of what's going on in my own country.
Right.
I live out in Vancouver under a rock, and I don't listen to that much music, so I think really for me, I'm just super excited to hear what's happening.
This will be discovery for you too.
This will be discovery for me as well. Yeah.
Well, I'm so excited. I think you're going to be amazing. They waited this long for a reason, because you're going to blow us all away. Sarah, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Have a wonderful night.
Thanks, you too. Take care.
Hey, I'm very happy to welcome Ark Hells to the Juno Awards red carpet. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
You have won.
It's
Good to see you too. Rock Album of the Year last night.
Yeah, it was heavy competition, but we were of course very happy to get there.
And you're nominated tonight for a group of these.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting. Tonight is going to be your fourth time playing the Junos, is that correct?
Yeah, we're embarrassment of riches. We're very lucky.
What's the energy like playing the Juno stage?
It's a different animal altogether. It's cool though, because most nights when we're on tour, we're just trying to entertain the people in the room.
Right.
But when you play an awards show, you have to think about the people at home watching.
Right, it's TV and it's live.
Yeah, and
right.
So lucky for us, Lindsay Cox, who is one of the producers at Insight Productions, who run the whole event, she's an amazing collaborator, and we give her notes, and she really wants to know what we think. And there's a few ideas that we went after on this performance that she was all about. And it made it kind of an interesting day at the office. It's not like a normal day at the office.
No, this I would say is not like a normal day at the office. Full disclosure, I've known guys in our Kells for a long time. A long time. When I was doing overnight shifts on the radio, you guys were playing your little gigs all over Canada, and we both kind of came up together
And
at
that's
the
what
same
makes it so
time.
sweet.
It's very exciting. I'm very excited that you guys are here. What does it feel like now that people are saying that you guys are taking like the Canadian rock crown, stuff like that you're Canada's rock band, like that you're there. Looking back on those days of like gigging little tiny clubs and bars, what's it like? What's it like to look back on that?
Well, we still sometimes play little clubs.
Yeah.
No, but you know, I do sometimes think back on those days of like being in the van and having no idea where this whole thing would go, and kind of like what made us want to just keep on going. And I think it's the same thing as now. We just like enjoy it, and we get to be creative about all these little details of our lives. It's just fun.
Well, you guys are going to play this big, huge show tonight. A lot of people are looking forward to seeing you. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I know you're stuck to Bahamas. We're big fans. Actually, the coolest thing was we arrived backstage, and there's like a tented area where all the artists are hanging out.
Right.
And we just heard some music. I was like, is this a stereo? And it was just Bahamas and his band jamming in their dressing room, but it just like clothed off. So
you got a little pre-show.
So everybody was just kind of jamming along to Bahamas, playing. He just played Ophelia, like by the band.
Yeah.
Backstage.
And it sounds so good.
It
sounded like a CD.
He was like, yo, that snare's amazing. He's like, oh, it's just Jason Tate playing the drums right now. Like, so we're excited to see him. Jeremy, we're very excited to see Sarah McLachlan. We had a really good like late night party the other night in Chicago, just blasting Mirror Ball by Sarah McLachlan.
Right, okay, getting ready for this.
Just getting ready for it, and she's like on hits for days.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that we're going to get to see Sarah McLachlan.
And she's so radiant and classy. Yeah, she's the best.
Well, thank you guys so much. Good luck tonight. Have fun. You enjoy it. I'm so excited to see you play.
And we're so happy for you.
Oh, thank you.
Come on.
We dug into the Juno archives. We found some history-making moments that have all happened at the Junos, and we're sharing some of these must-see memories that we dug out of the CBC Music Juno Vault. Here is Sarah McLachlan's speech when she was inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame in 2017. Check it out.
I'm grateful for the luck of Juno, being born in a country where the rights of girls and women are respected. Where people of all ethnicities, gender, and sexual identities can stand together as one. Where diversity is cherished. Where the arts are revered. Where people being polite is still an important thing. We Canadians, we're far from perfect, but we have a lot to offer the world, and we must continue to set the bar high. We're living in scary times, and I know that it's naive to suggest that all we need is love, but I know as humans we're capable of creating great beauty and great violence, and we need to remember to hold on to our light, our goodness, and strive to choose integrity and love over division and hatred. We need to continue to come together in our own communities and globally to build bridges and find connections, a common ground for all of us. And music does this. It lifts and unites us, crossing barriers and reaching us in ways that open our hearts and minds, showing us we are all so similar. We all feel love and loss. We all suffer, but we have so much to learn from each other. So I am immensely proud to stand here tonight and say that I am Canadian. And I am grateful for this amazing life and career that I have been so blessed to have. So to all of you who have given me so much, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm very happy to welcome Alyssa B to the Junos red carpet. Hi, how are you?
I'm very good.
You're going to be presenting on Awards Night, Breakthrough Artist of the Year.
Yes.
And you were nominated for the Indigenous Album of the Year last night at the gala. And today you played at the Songwriters Circle.
Yes.
It's called the Jewel of Juno Week because it really is a beautiful thing. You know,
Oh,
artists
it's
get
beautiful
together,
place too,
tell
yeah.
stories, play acoustic. What was the highlight for you today?
My highlight, I mean, just meeting amazing artists and also getting to know Alan Doyle and, you know, like beautiful person from Newfoundland, Tom Power, of course, who's also from Newfoundland. My freckles are from Newfoundland, so it's a thrill. But actually singing Whitney Houston song with David Foster, just because
That's like a once in a lifetime.
oh my God,
thing
it was
to do.
yeah, I had forgotten the lyrics, so I was like, okay, but that's okay. I made it to that note. That
I'm sure
yeah.
you crushed it. I'm sure you crushed it. I wish I could have seen that. You're a presenter tonight. We're going to see you on stage, Breakthrough
Yep.
Artist of the Year. Why do you think that award is important, the Breakthrough Artist Award?
Oh, Breakthrough Artist of the Year. I mean, it's in a time when, you know, our first albums are always very special. Our second album, you know, the new stuff that comes out from your guts, you know? Like
Yeah,
it's
yes, you're pouring it out there.
It's usually very special, and a lot of people usually like that first album. So, yeah, it's a very exciting time in the career, I find.
And then coming to your own, the awards you were nominated for, Indigenous Album of the Year is an award that was pioneered by Buffy St. Marie, and
Yes.
you're the only woman in that category this year.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you to carry on that legacy?
Well, I think women, we have our space. We have our, I mean, in the storytelling part, we've always had, you know, a special place. But I think when it comes to making music, it's a little, I don't know, it's still a man's world. I mean, but at the same time I'm saying that, there's Jeremy, there's like people that were nominated with me are such beautiful artists.
Absolutely.
That's it. So for now, I just feel like, you know, I'm just celebrating my peers, with people with what, yeah, I share so much things in common with them.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, enjoy celebrating tonight. Thank you so much for talking to me. Alyssa P., have fun at the Junos.
Thank you so much.
I'm here on the red carpet with Bülow. Now, I want to make sure I'm saying that correctly. Is it Bülow or Bülow? There's an umlaut.
Bülow, yeah, there's
Bülow.
an umlaut. You said it pretty well.
Okay,
Yeah, that's pretty
okay,
close,
perfect,
yeah.
good. Now, you're performing tonight. You're also up for Fan Choice of the Year and Breakthrough Artist of the Year. It's your first Junos. Do you remember where you were when you found out you were nominated? What was that like?
It was an amazing feeling. You know, I've lived in a lot of different places, and Canada has always been a place that felt like home to me, and so it was a very honored feeling being here.
Yeah, and you say you've lived all over the place. Is there a Canadian song that when you hear it, just like brings you home?
I'm sure there's plenty. There's so many Canadian artists I feel like that I look up to, and so much talent coming out of here, which is why I'm so excited to be here tonight.
And speaking of people you look up to, you are up against a hero of yours tonight in your fan choice category, Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Is it
Yeah.
going, like, if you win against Avril Lavigne, have you thought about what you're going to say about it?
I mean, I think whoever's going to win tonight is going to deserve it 100%. You know, I've given a little bit of thought to it, but there's so many incredible people I'm up against tonight that it's like, I'm just going to try and live in the moment and feel whatever I feel.
Yeah, right on. And I mean, you are one of the youngest nominees out there tonight. Is there anything that's helped you, stay grounded? Try not to, like, if your friends are writing exams and you're at the Junos, how do you, like, kind of keep yourself feeling normal?
I try to surround myself with people that give me that home feeling and that really care about me for me, and just so I can just focus on what I love doing.
Well, thank you so much, Bülow. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. I
It's such a
appreciate
pleasure
it.
to talk to you.
Thank you.
Welcome Tessa Virtue to the Juno Awards red carpet. Tessa, Canada's skating golden girl. You're presenting with Rick Mercer tonight.
That's right.
Are you excited?
Well, I love Rick. I'm such a fan of his. He's brilliant, and he's been such a staple in Canadian TV and in Canadian culture for so many years.
He really is kind of an icon.
Absolutely.
And you are very used to working under pressure. Here on the red carpet, you can already feel the tension rising. The nominees, the performers, everybody who's up for awards tonight. Do you have any advice for those people who are feeling the pressure right
Well,
now?
it's so funny because I'm walking the red carpet feeling no pressure whatsoever,
Right.
and just feeling lucky that I get to enjoy the show tonight. But I think just savor it. I mean, all their hard work has already been done.
Yes.
So this is the time just to celebrate, enjoy the moment, and just be grateful. I mean, we're all so thrilled to be here.
And we are here. We're celebrating in London, Ontario tonight. Where you're from?
My hometown.
What's it like coming to the Junos and sharing this with a hometown crowd?
I'm so proud. I mean, I just so wanted to reach out to everyone and tell them my go-to spots in London, but the city is buzzing. It's really come alive, and it's thrilling to see Canada Canada celebrated right here in London, Ontario.
What is your go-to spot in London?
Oh my goodness, the bag lady for breakfast.
The bag lady
High
breakfast.
cushion, RevCon conditioning to work out.
Nice.
Locomotive for coffee. I could go on and on.
There's going to be a
Saffron
huge
roll.
lineup at the bag lady, did you say?
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning when all the hungover Juno nominees are there. Recently, the International Skating Union, I wanted to talk to you about this for a second. They allowed music with lyrics for the first time, or I think for the first time.
I think for the first time, maybe in single skating.
Yeah. So when you choose music, how does that kind of thing affect your choice of songs?
You always want people to be invested and involved in the program, and for Scott and I, it was fun when there would be a duet because it helps us portray the man and woman and whatever love story we're telling.
Right.
But I think it's neat. It sort of opens and broadens the horizons for all skaters.
Right.
And especially to celebrate Canadian musicians like the ones that are here tonight.
I guess you could do that while you skate.
Absolutely.
Bring up some Canadian music. Tessa, thank you so much.
Thank
Tessa
you.
Virtue. And coming up right behind you, Corey Hart is on his way over here. Thank you, Tessa. We've got Corey Hart right here. Don't apologize, you're a busy, popular man tonight. It's a big night for you. Hall of Fame inductee, Corey Hart. So nice to have you here.
I like your color.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you so much.
What does it mean to you to be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
It's mind-blowing, actually. It really is. I stepped away from the music business for 20 years to raise my family, and to be recognized by Caris and the Junos like this 20 years later is very touching and very, very humbling.
Well, like you said, you stepped away for 2 decades.
Yeah.
What was it like to get back in the studio and start making music again?
Well, I worked with one of the masters, Bob Ezrin, who produced the record, and you know what? Music's always been in my blood. It's something I wanted to do since I was a little boy. And I made the decision to stay at home and raise my kids, but I was super happy to be back in the amusement park, what I call music.
Well, your kids are getting musical too, right?
One of my daughters.
Yes,
One of my
Dante.
daughters. The others sing a little bit like sheep.
They're
right over here.
What advice do you have for your daughter who wants to get into music? Does it scare you?
Well, no, it doesn't scare me because I have a lot of confidence in my
Right.
children. They've got really good values and the foundation's strong. So, she wants to be a songwriter. She doesn't really want to be an artist. She wants to pursue songwriting, like Daddy, except not the singing part. And I think she's got a lot of talent.
It's so exciting. And tonight, it's your first live performance on TV
Yes,
in
ma'am.
that 20 years. Everyone is obviously very, very excited to see this and hear it. How are you feeling right now?
I'm nervous, to be honest. I'm not nervous doing the interview, but I'm a little nervous, of course, because, they say it's like riding a bike, but live TV is live TV. So there's something beautiful about it, magical about it, and I'm just going to try my best.
Those nerves are kind of part of that magic a little bit, right?
If you don't have nerves, then you shouldn't be an artist.
All right, well, Corey, thank you so much. Congratulations.
God bless.
Have fun up there tonight.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see it. Thank you. Okay, coming up right behind, thank you. Coming up next, we have Jeremy Dutcher. Hello, oh my goodness, look at this. Can you actually make this work? That is beautiful. Jeremy, hi. Congratulations on your award last night.
Thank you very much.
So glad you're here. I was so excited to talk to you today. You had so many moments last night. I had goosebumps.
Yeah.
I cried.
Well,
So how
that
did
was
it
a
feel?
lot.
It was a lot, but it was like a good a lot.
Yeah.
It felt like a necessary a lot. Yeah.
First Juno, new friends.
Yep.
My family was there. I had such a beautiful time,
Yeah.
It was
Your
a
mom
really
was there,
special
yeah,
moment.
saw
Yeah. And honestly, I really do this work for her.
How was her reaction like when you won? What did she? Because I couldn't see her from where I was sitting.
A lot of screaming, a lot of, no, she was just very excited. What I'm doing right now, this work, this album, is not possible in her generation.
Yeah.
She was raised with the backwards idea somehow, that we are less than, that our languages are not valuable, that what we offer is not valuable. And this was taught to us for generations. So we're learning those lessons.
It's a beautiful thing.
And we're moving forward.
Yeah,
And so
to have her see that.
Exactly, and so to get to do this work for her in her lifetime, and to have her witness it, this is why I do it.
You said something last night after your award
Did I?
about about the importance of beauty and being a conveyor of beauty. And I was wondering if you could just kind of talk to me about that, like your responsibility that you feel.
I mean, conveyor of beauty.
You already obviously
have
are
you
conveying
seen?
beauty deeply.
No, but I that is It's a point I take very seriously. It's actually something coming from Maggie Paul. And Maggie was that elder that sort of set me on this path with the wax cylinder recordings and all that. And she says, it has to be in beauty. That's the only way you touch people. And music is the ultimate conveyor of that, you know?
Yeah.
It touches us in a way that is inexplicable, that we can't even understand fully. And so for me as a musician, and as a storyteller, and as somebody that can turn a look, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, I want to bring that beauty in every turn. And I feel like that's actually, this is how we create empathy, and that's how we create pathways together where we can walk, you know?
Thank you so much. Tonight, I think a lot of people are going to get that beauty on stage. Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, it was so nice.
So good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you. Ciao.
I'll take this out of your hands. Yeah. Here we go. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, coming up, right behind Jeremy Dutcher, David Foster.
Are we live?
We are live right now. It's the magic
Live
of live
CBC.
TV. Isn't it exciting?
It is.
Thank you for being here.
No swearing, right?
No swearing.
got
The
it.
CBC will be very upset if we swear. You were awarded the Humanitarian Award last night. Congratulations.
Thanks. It was a really special night for me to not worry about, am I going to win something? Am I going to lose? Am I going to, going to feel bad? Am I going to feel good? It was just based on my foundation, the David Foster Foundation, with all the people that helped me make that such a successful foundation. It was great.
You said something during your speech about how it was the legacy that you want to leave behind is your humanitarian work, most of all. How does it feel? What does it mean to you to have your efforts recognized by your peers this way?
It's just incredible. I mean, I've been recognized for my music my whole life. The thought that maybe 30 years from now, when I'm not here, like I said, that some kid will go, I don't know who David Foster is, but I'm sure glad he helped my family. Like, that excites me.
Yeah.
That really excites me.
Yeah, well, speaking of some kid, you discovered Michael Bublé when he was a pretty young guy, and now he, last night, awarded you that Humanitarian Award.
He did.
What was that like to have that full circle moment?
Well, Mike is a Canadian treasure, as we all know, and he's a superstar, and to have him come all that way for me was so special. And then on top of everything else, he won a Juno last night for the album that we did together.
Yeah.
So that was just a cherry on the top of everything. And he's such a special guy. He's been through a lot. He's come out the other side, and he's an incredible father and an incredible husband, an incredible friend, and I owe him big for that.
Well, it means so much to have you here with us. Congratulations again, David.
Thank you. I'm excited, and I'll be back.
Yeah, I think you probably will be.
Standing right here.
I hope so.
All right.
All right, have a great night.
Thank you so
Enjoy
much.
yourself.
All right, thanks.
See you later.
Bye.
Okay. Coming up next, right behind David, Maestro Fresh Wes is joining me here on the red carpet. Maestro, he's taking over. I like it. You want to just go right up to the camera. Yeah, here you are. You're performing tonight?
I'm not performing, but I'm introducing somebody.
You're presenting tonight.
Nav,
right.
And it's great to be here. It's great to be here. I'm introducing Nav from Toronto, and he's performing, and it's an honor to be here the 30th.
Hey, can you tell me, a lot of people here, you can see a lot of kids in the fans back here.
Yeah.
It's like their first concert ever, I think, for some of them. Do you remember your first concert?
I can't remember my first concert, but let me tell you something. This is the first time the Junos are ever in London.
Yeah.
This means a lot to them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's an honor to be here, definitely.
Now, you've always tapped into Canadian music for inspiration, artists like Gowan, artists like the Guess Who.
Maybe David Foster next, man.
That would
You
be
never know.
amazing.
That's
Do
dope.
like a Calgary 1988 Olympics theme.
Something, man.
Take that and make it into, yeah. Is there anybody right now in the Canadian music scene that's really inspiring you?
A lot of different artists. That's tough, man, because you're talking about so many different generations.
Of course.
But I'm excited to be around these new cats coming up, definitely.
Absolutely. Do you have any advice for those new
I
cats coming
got a
up?
slogan, man. We don't make records, make history.
Make history.
Don't make records. Anyone can make a record, but making history is when you do something, you say something, people check for you years and years later. David Foster did not make records. He made history, and that's why
really
after
good
such
point.
a long time, you're interviewing him. And I must have done something right, too, because I'm here, too, in my own little way.
And so happy to have you.
Thank you.
Maestro Fresh Wes, thank you so much. Have a good time tonight. Hey, I'm with Killy on the Juno Awards red carpet. He's nominated tonight for Breakthrough Artist of the Year and Fan Choice of the Year. It's your first Junos ever.
Yeah, it's lit. I'm out here, I'm turning. It's lit.
Were you excited when you found out you were nominated?
I mean, yeah, I was a little excited. It was my first time, nominated for 2 tonight, so I'm excited.
Where were you when you found out that you were nominated for these awards?
I just play video games and chill in the studio, so.
What video game are you into right now?
I mean, I play all the video games. I play Fortnite, Apex, everything. Anyone wants smoke, you can come get the smoke. That's all it is.
I want to ask you, it's your first time being at the Junos. What has been your favorite part so far?
Just meeting other talented people and making those connections. It's all positivity here, so I'm all for it.
Do you think that there could be like a collaboration that you could hook up with somebody at the Junos? Is there a Canadian collab that is like a dream collab for you?
I mean, we'll just have to see. I can't tell the future, but judging by the vibes, I'm sure something can happen.
That'd be awesome. So one more thing, hip hop and R&B have really been having a moment in Canada. People are looking up north for like the next big thing. You are from Toronto, you're from Vancouver, you're from a place with like heavy hitters like Drake and The Weeknd. How do you differentiate yourself? How do you define yourself in this like sort of hotbed of creativity?
I mean, at the end of the day, you just have to know yourself. You have to be yourself, and once you're in a position, create a platform and represent where you're coming from and what you stand for.
Kelly, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight. Speaking of rap, Northern Touch in 1999 called out the Canadian music industry on the Juno stage. Check out this moment from the CBC Music Junos Vault.
And the Juno goes to Northern Touch.
Rascal, Chocolate, got another for Shawn. Northern Touch, checkmate.
I definitely first like to say this is a serious moment for hip-hop. I'd like to thank God for making an environment possible for all of us to get together. I'd like to say thank you definitely to all the fellas right here, the labels that came together to put this right. I got to say what's up to BMG. I got to say what's up to Figure 4, no doubt. I also got to say that this is a minor achievement for hip-hop and urban music here at the Junos. And for y'all to make this a major event and to happen annually, you got to keep getting the support from everybody out there, and that includes commercial radio, no doubt.
We'd also definitely like to say to all the media out there, we want you to approach hip-hop music and urban music, reggae, R&B, everything with the same type of humor that you did when you were making fun of hip-hop, because when you guys want to accuse gangster rap of being the cause of all this violence, we'll be laughing at you just like you were laughing at us. So you got to be serious with this hip-hop. This is no joke.
Back on the Juno Awards red carpet, and I found Megan Patrick. Hi, Megan. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Great. You're nominated tonight for 2 awards, Country Album of the Year and Breakthrough Artist of the Year. Pretty exciting.
It's huge and unexpected, and I'm just really excited to be here.
Well, you're very well recognized in the country music world. How does it feel to be repping the country scene here at the Junos, where it's this big, huge mainstream audience you're bringing country to?
Kind of feels like this real life type scenario.
Yeah.
I'm just totally blown away by this, and I'm honored to be here to represent country music and just to be a part of this, and yeah, it's amazing.
Your nominated album is called Country Music Made Me Do It. What's the inspiration for that? Tell me the story behind that.
I wrote the title track with my producer, and when it was his idea actually. And when he first said it, I was like, I don't know, like it sounds kind of cheesy. And he's like, just hear me out. He's like, that you were the inspiration. He's like, I've just never met anybody that was so laser focused on their music and their career. And he said, I've watched you work so hard, and I've watched you sacrifice so much, and it's like nothing gets in your way, and everything you do is for music and for your career. And so, country music made me do it.
It really did make you do it.
Made me pick up and move to Nashville and leave a lot of things behind. And, and I've sacrificed a lot along the way, but, God gave me this gift, and it's my passion, and I'm grateful to be able to be here, and this is my job. That's amazing. And so I have to pay put my effort in and work hard in return for the gift that I've been given. So,
but we are so fortunate to have you here tonight. I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you have fun, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Megan.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thanks a lot. Okay, coming up right behind Megan, Coeur de Pirate, Beatrice Martin. Hello, how are you?
Hello, hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You're performing tonight.
I actually am.
Yeah.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I am a sack of nerves.
Really?
Of
You
course.
still get nervous?
Always. I think it's important to keep that nervosity around to be able to perform.
Right, it's kind of the magic of it a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Now you are from Montreal. You're
Yes.
performing with Loud tonight. They won Francophone Album of the Year last night, and you're bringing some of that Montreal scene to the Junos. What can we expect?
I mean, we have a couple of people from Montreal tonight, like Corey Hart and myself. But I mean, this is obviously really great. Montreal is kind of a unique city in its own way for the rest of Canada, and I always feel like it's really accurate to be able to represent that city in a good way. So I try my best.
And you sing in French and in English.
Yes.
This last album, it was all French.
It was all French.
What was behind the decision to sing it in all French this time?
I think I had something to say that needed to be said in the language of French, because there's so many ways to use poetry in French that I'm not that good at. I can write stuff in English, but it's not going to be as accurate. And so it's really funny because I get to tour that album in the rest of Canada where people don't necessarily speak French, and they still come up to the shows, so it's good.
Well, I know I play some of your songs at my show.
I know.
And I get people saying, why are you playing more Francophone music? And I think it's introduced a lot of people to that world. So thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much for being here.
I exist. Thank you so much for having me.
Enjoy the show tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck up there on stage. You're going to be great. Thank you, Coeur de Pirate. Look who it is. It's Rick Mercer on the Juno Awards red carpet. Rick, you're presenting tonight with Tessa Virtue. But
How incredible to stand next to Tessa.
I know.
I know.
I hope you keep your balance.
I will indeed. I've been practicing.
Well, you have experience on the Juno stage. You hosted the Junos in 2001 in Hamilton. Do you have any advice for Sarah McLachlan going into this hosting gig tonight?
It's a big room, but Sarah has played all the biggest rooms in the world. And quite frankly, Sarah is such a lovely person, such a genuine person, such a kind person. Everyone loves her. She'll just be herself and she'll be great. She needs no advice from me.
Is there anyone you're rooting for tonight?
Well, I'm rooting for my friend Jan Arden because she's nominated for Album of the Year.
Yep.
And Jan has had many Juno nominees and wins over the years, but never for Album of the Year. And she seems to think she's a long shot because of this young Shawn Mendes, who I'm also a fan of, and this weekend fellow. But
could
you
be
know
a
what?
dream collaboration right there.
But what a great thrill for her to be nominated, and I'm obviously rooting for her. Really excited to see the Arkells, and to see Sarah. I mean, I've seen Sarah perform live a number of times in person, and it's always a stunning experience. So I think the TV audience is in for a big treat.
Now, you've traveled all over this country, spent lots of time in many Canadian cities. Tonight's London. London has a history of being home to lots of talented performers and musicians. Loud Luxury is from London. Tessa Virtue, your co-presenter, is from London.
I think Bieber was born in London.
Well, there you go. Why do you
think he was? I mean, I know he's Stratford. He's a Stratford boy.
He was
but
born here.
I think someone told me that. I don't know if it's true.
I'm
have
not
to get
sure.
your Wikipedia fingers going.
Well, what do you think it is about London?
Elvis played London.
Well, that's got to be it.
And he didn't
He
play
left
many
some of
places.
the magical dust here.
Yeah. It's a great town. You know what I love? I will say I love this about the Junos. If you're fortunate enough to travel around the world, anyone who's traveled as a Canadian, they have that experience where they're in a hotel lobby, they're in a taxi cab, they're just somewhere in public, and they stop and they go, "Oh my God, that's Sarah McLachlan," or and you recognize a Canadian artist, and you just feel so incredibly proud. And it's one of our great exports, and all it does is make people happy. So as far as exports go, that's pretty good.
Thank you so much, Rick.
Thank you.
I'm here on the Juno red carpet with CEO and president of the CBC, Catherine Tate. Catherine, welcome.
Thank you.
You were at the Songwriter Circle this afternoon.
It was amazing. It was awesome. Just incredible.
What were the highlights?
Oh, there were so many, but for me, it was Elisa P. singing Whitney Houston with Dave Foster in a kind of an impromptu moment. It was fantastic. And Alan Doyle was amazing.
That's why they call it the Jewel of Juno Week. because you never know what kind of beautiful situation might happen.
Well,
on
and it
stage.
captures, you know, the essence of why we're here. I mean, the diversity, the talent, the spontaneity. I mean, we're so special. We have so much to celebrate.
We really do. Almost half of the nominees this year are first-time nominees. How important do you think it is for the CBC to be part of, exposing Canadians to these new artists?
It is absolutely the heart and soul of what we do. I mean, all of those artists, they come from every corner of the world. Oh my goodness, every corner of the country. They rise up, they surprise us, they embrace us with their stories. And in a way, I mean, we were all singing today, and we were all moving, and we were all clapping because they united us in an incredible way.
Yeah,
really important.
It's not over yet. You still
No,
have
I
this
know.
show tonight. Who are you excited to see up there?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'd love to see Jeremy Dutcher again.
I know.
He's so amazing. There's so many. I mean, I can't pick. They're all fabulous.
It's going to be a great show. Thank you, Catherine
Thank you.
Tate. Thank you. Enjoy the night. When it comes to Canadian music honors, the Hall of Fame is the pinnacle. In 1971, Joni Mitchell received induction from none other than Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. Check it out.
Honoring Joni Mitchell for her contribution towards the greater international recognition of Canadian artists and music.
Well, the Hall of Fame makes me feel like Boom Boom Jeffrey on. I have a lot of people to thank. I especially like to thank the people of the Academy who voted for me and put me into this honorable hall. And I'd like to thank those fans of mine who have supported me through the last few years as my work has become more experimental. And the great musicians that have accompanied me through that experimental period. And so many long-term friends that have made this gauntlet called fame a pleasant and beautiful experience. And thank you very much.
We are back on the Juno Awards red carpet. I am with Jessie Reyes, winner of the Breakthrough Artist of the Year last year. This last year's been huge for you. Have you been feeling the pressure of that award? You know, it's a big thing to sort of carry with you.
Man, it was great last year and it's great this year. I don't know about pressure. I've just been mad excited. I guess it helps. I work better under pressure, so it's been great.
At last year's performance, or at last year's Junos, you gave a real standout performance.
Thank you.
What did it have an effect on your career, that performance going forward?
Totally. I mean, honestly, Daniel was obviously amazing, and he was great, and the whole band was great. The musicians were great. I couldn't have asked for it to go down better. I was scared of falling when I was walking down. I was scared of the mic, wrecking out. So everything went so well, and it's been a performance that a lot of people reference back to of mine, and I appreciate the Junos giving me that opportunity to do it. And it was great.
Yeah, and you've been sort of all over the place this past year. I know you worked with Eminem on his album Kamikaze.
Yeah.
What was it like working with someone like Eminem?
Wild. I mean, I feel like anytime, I don't know, part of one of the best things about this career is getting to work with legends. And anytime I do get in to learn from them and just be a sponge when I'm around them. Getting to work with him was dope. Filming was dope. Crawling out of his cemetery was dope. Had to give him, my family the heads up. It's a little violent, but it was dope.
I'm sure they loved it in the end.
Yeah, some of them, not all of them.
I want to talk to you a bit about the production side of things.
The what?
The production side of things. Recording studios kind of have a reputation of being a bit of a boys' club, right? Why do you think that record production has fewer women behind the board? And how do you think we can maybe bring more women in?
Man, I think that, I don't know if fear, sometimes it's fear, but that discrimination can come in a lot of different ways.
Right.
Sometimes even when it's not painted as fear, but I think that one of the ways to combat it is to have advocates that aren't just females.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just females saying, "Oh, we need more women on the board. We need more women producing. We need more women creating." I feel like once it's a duty for both women and men things are going to move forward a lot more when men are aware that if women move forward, we all move forward.
We can't just do it alone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we need everyone working together.
Yeah.
Well, you're nominated for R&B Album of the Year tonight. Good luck.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Thank
Jesse
you.
Reyes, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot.
Yes. I found Jim Cuddy on the Juno Awards red carpet. Hi, Jim. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Now, did you know, and maybe you do know this, but I think it's an interesting fact, if you add up all the Junos you've won personally and the Junos you've won with Blue Rodeo, you're tied with Anne Marie for the most
No.
Junos ever by anyone.
Really?
You really are.
Oh, that's impressive. Wow. I did not know that. No.
Well, you have, and you've been coming to the Junos for a while. How have the Junos changed over the years when you're looking at it back from this year?
I think that, when I first started coming to the Junos, it was a sort of a little inside affair. People sat among each other. There's no public. And I think that what was lacking was a bit of a star system where people could show they were fans, and people would show screaming for their Arkells or screaming for Melissa Cara. So I think that's when that was created, even though it seems silly,
right?
It's actually important. It's important to feel like there is some times when people can exalt their great stars. So I think that was a big deal, and that also represented the international opportunities of all artists. I think everybody. I hardly ever hear anybody say, "Oh, I'm playing in Canada." Oh, when I was in LA and when I was okay. That also represents a lot of success that people can go and play everywhere. So
absolutely, and it's also now more than just music. At least for you, it is. I mean, the Juno Cup. Hockey game has been going on for 10 years. You founded the Juno Cup, and the proceeds from that go to Music Counts. It's you and a bunch of other musicians on one team, and then actual pro hockey players, former pro hockey players
actual
on the other
hockey
team.
players on the other team. That's true. So it's been 16 years.
Right.
And what the Cup game does is a profile game for Music Counts. Music Counts gives grants to schools to buy instruments.
Right.
So it helps support their music programs. We have won exactly twice in the 16 years, and the second time was on Friday night.
I heard that you had a big victory, and there's this photo online that I saw on Instagram of you giving this speech in the locker room. And I was just wondering if you could maybe for us, just for a second, give us just a taste of what that motivational Jim Cuddy pregame speech was like.
Well, they called it the greatest non-motivational speech that they'd heard, because I tell them that we're not in the same, we're quarter horses, they're thoroughbreds.
Right.
So we are not going to outrun them. So don't chase the puck, just stay in your lane, and just wait, because we will get opportunities, which did happen.
Well, you won.
We stand there, hopefully we withstand the storm, and then we shoot it. Some of our young guys are really fast, and that's how we did it.
The best offense is a good defense. Jim Cuddy, thank you
right.
so much for being with me here. Have fun tonight.
Thank you very much.
We're diving back into the vault for another great moment on the Juno stage. Here's a Tragically Hip winning Album of the Year in 1997. Enjoy the CBC Juno Vault moment.
Thank you, and hello everyone. Cops Coliseum. Hope you enjoy your live music. And we enjoyed making this record a lot. It brought us really close together. And we're glad you enjoy it too. And whatever, we feel good about being a musician in this country. It's nice. Thank you.
Just like to thank Uncle Ross and all the people at Universal. Thank you.
Loud luxury on the Juno's red carpet right now. You guys won last night. Congratulations. Okay. Look who I found is Brett Kissel here on the Juno Awards red carpet. Brett,
howdy, folks.
Good to see you.
Well, likewise, great to see you too. Great to be here.
Now we've hung out before at the CCMA.
Yes.
So you are a big, country name. You won a zillion awards there this year. How does it feel to be repping the country scene at the Junos with all these other genres?
I've thought about that a lot, leading into this award show and the nominations. It's very special to get to fly the flag for country music, especially Canadian country music, at Canada's biggest night for music here at the Junos. Jess Moskaluk and Washboard Union have already been awarded. Tim Hicks, Megan Patrick, Reklaws, myself. We're doing really well this year, so it's great to celebrate together as a family.
Do you feel like country music is kind of breaking into the mainstream in Canada a little more than it has been?
100%, and actually I feel that we've broken. I truly feel that we're already there. You look at the way we're all able to sell tickets. Everybody's working very, very hard. We're getting recognized on country radio with #1 records now, gold records for everybody. It's because I believe our music is extremely strong. The fan base is there. Look at the great festivals like Big Valley Jamboree, Calgary Stampede, Rock and River Fest, Boots and Hearts, Havelock. They're the biggest festivals in Canada, and it's country music.
I love it. Well, country or not, I want to know, who are you looking forward to tonight?
Okay, so outside of country, very, very much so, Sarah McLachlan as our host is going to be terrific.
Legendary.
Very excited for her. Corey Hart being inducted in Canada's Music Hall of Fame. On Instagram, on the Junos Instagram, on your Instagram with CBC, I've seen the Arkells apparently have this incredible show.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. And Shawn Mendes, I heard, is doing a performance live from one of his tour shows.
I'm not sure what we can say. I don't know.
You didn't hear that from me, folks.
Either way.
Did I just blow a Juno surprise here?
It's going to be fun. Brett, thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
Brett, thank you so much. Have fun
My
tonight.
pleasure. Thank you.
Very happy to welcome Donovan Woods to the Juno Awards red carpet. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Last night.
I won one.
You finally won one.
Got it.
Contemporary Roots Album of the Year. You're a 4-time nominee, am I correct?
4-time nominee, yep.
So how does it feel to be recognized?
It's a great feeling, and when they said my name, I was so excited, and I just was surprised.
Were
and
you
shocked.
nervous?
I was very nervous to say the speech. I'm usually not a nervous public speaker, and I was very nervous to say the speech.
Did you prepare a speech, or were you going in there thinking that might jinx you?
I had something in mind, but nothing concrete. I thought that I was bold enough to just wing it a little bit.
Just wing it.
I was very nervous. Even watching the video, I don't seem like myself to me. So.
You didn't seem so bad.
No,
Don't worry. Now, you've said that you've had to search for inspiration in different places as you've gotten older. You're a songwriter. You have to find inspiration all the time. Where have you found it as you settled down?
Like in books and other people's stories, like news stories, other people's stories really.
Yeah.
And other people's writing. Mostly like fiction writers is where I find it now.
What are you reading right now? Anything?
The thing I just finished Jeff Tweedy's book.
Okay.
And I just started a book called The Library Book by Susan Orlean, who wrote the thing that adaptation was based on, The Orchid Thief.
Oh, yeah,
And
okay.
She's super good. It's about a kid who burns down a library in Los Angeles, and it's fantastic. And so I'm always on to the next thing to read, just looking for pithy language, you know?
There you go. You've got your reading list from Donovan Woods.
Yeah.
One last quick thing. If you could go back and give yourself some advice as an 18-year-old playing guitar, what would that advice be?
Relax about your hair. You don't need to worry about it. It looks fine.
You can always put a toque on.
I see pictures of it now. It looks fine.
What was it like?
It was, I thought it was, I just thought it was so dumb, and it was cool.
Well,
I should have just appreciated it, and just relax on stage. You don't have to be funny all the time.
Well, you don't have to worry tonight. You can just relax.
I know, it's easy tonight. I'm excited about it.
Congratulations again.
Thank you,
I'll
Raina.
see you out there.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Donovan Woods.
Thanks.
Okay. This is it. The Juno Awards are just moments away. If you're watching on Twitter or Facebook, switch over now to cbcmusic.ca/Junos or CBC Television to watch the awards. My name is Raina Douris, host of Mornings on CBC Music. Enjoy the 2019 Juno Awards.
The following program is available with described video. This program features live performances and contains coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
London, we are Loud Luxury, and this is the 2019 Juno Awards!
Babe, to make a sound, 2 a.m. love, gotta keep it down. Doing around, roll, sitting down. Give me some verb, I ain't talking nouns. You wanna ride in the 6, you wanna dine in the 6. But when I lean for the kiss, you said I'll probably send you some pics. And I'm like, hell nah, been waiting too long. Yeah, hell nah, I want that cruel love. Hell nah, been waiting too long. Yeah, hell nah, I want that cruel love. Body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, grinding on my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, grinding on my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, grinding on my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, grinding on my innocence. Yeah, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my innocence. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my innocence. Oh my, yeah, oh my, oh my, oh my innocence. Oh my, yeah, oh my, oh my, oh my innocence.
London, make some noise for the Western Marching Band!
Babe, just hit the pedal. If things go wrong, it's incidental. My bad, never got the memo. But you never have fun when you're in the limo. Yeah, you wanna ride in the 6, you wanna dine in the 6. You wanna lean for the kiss. You said
London,
I'll
let me hear you
probably
sing
send
it!
you some pics. I'm like, hell nah, been waiting too long. Yeah, hell nah, I want that cruel love. Hell nah, been waiting too long. Yeah, hell nah, I want that cruel love. Body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine,
1, 2, 3, let's go!
body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, grinding on my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, grinding on my innocence. Yeah, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my innocence. Oh my, yeah, oh my, oh my, oh my innocence. Oh my, yeah, oh my, oh my, oh my innocence. Oh my, yeah, oh my, oh my, oh my innocence. Body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, grinding on my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, losing all my innocence. Yeah, body of mine, grinding on my innocence. Yeah.
London, make some noise for Sarah McLachlan!
Thank you. One more time for Loud Luxury from right here in London, Ontario. And how about the Western Marching Band and Western Mustang cheerleaders? Welcome to the 2019 Juno Awards. I am so excited and honored to be hosting tonight. I've been coming to the Junos for over 25 years. They've never asked me to host until now, and I don't know why. I think maybe people have the impression that I spend all my time sitting in the dark, watching Handmaid's Tale, reading Sylvia Plath, thinking up new ways to make people cry, or saving stray dogs and cats. And okay, I do some of those things, but really, I'm a very happy person. And the only advice anyone has given me about tonight is to have fun. That's easy. And don't swear. Maybe that's not so easy, but I will try to keep my potty mouth in check because this is a live show. That's right, we are live now in all 6 time zones throughout our beautiful country. In fact, we're streaming live around the world, including our neighbors to the south. You know when you live someplace peaceful and beautiful, then you get a crazy neighbor. They start causing all sorts of trouble, like putting up weird walls, picking fights with all the other neighbors, telling your daughters how they should behave, all the while saying they're making the area great again, and you just watch feeling helpless and hope that they'll be gone by 2020. Ah, he does make me want to swear, but that aside, listen, we still love our neighbors to the south, so wherever you're watching from, I know you'll enjoy the show. Now, as Canadians, we are sometimes too humble, but not tonight. There is no denying our impact on the world of music. And tonight, together, we get to celebrate the best and the brightest. Canadian music kicks ass. That's not considered swearing, by the way. We are truly live across the country, and that means you can still vote for your favorite artist for Juno Fan Choice, presented by TD. And we have amazing performances, including Nav, Arkells, Jeremy Dutcher, just to name a few. And the one and only Corey Hart is being inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Now, I am so proud to be part of an industry that cherishes creativity and diversity. Because as Canadians, that is part of our fabric, and that will never change. I know we're living in scary times, and there is so much dividing us. I know as humans, we're capable of some pretty terrible things, but we are also capable of great beauty and kindness. And we need to hold on to our light and our goodness, and let music help lead the way. Because music is often that voice of inclusivity and hope, reminding us that we are all in this together. So tonight, we celebrate our light, our music. And I promise you, this show will be memorable. Maybe the first St. Patrick's Day you'll actually remember. So, okay, London, are you ready? Let's give out the first award of the night. Here to present Juno for the Group of the Year, please welcome from Kim's Convenience, Simu Liu, and Juno-nominated rapper, Killy.
London, what's going on?
Hey, how about a big hand for our host tonight, the one, the only, Sarah McLachlan.
We are here to give out the first Juno of the night. It's a big responsibility.
Yeah, so you better not screw it up.
What do you mean? We're good. I'm known for being responsible. Let's do this.
You know, I actually went to Western University right here in London. Yep, I studied accounting. What, no cheer? All right, London. I got a question for y'all, and that's this. Who's getting lit at the Barking Frog tonight? Yeah.
Hey, that's not very responsible.
Yeah, I wasn't a very good student. Anyway, Apple Music is a proud supporter of Canadian music, and it's our pleasure to present the Group of the Year on their behalf. Here are the nominees.
Group of the Year, presented with Apple Music. Arkells. Chromeo. Metric. The Sheepdogs. 3 Days Grace.
And the Juno for Group of the Year goes to...
Arkells! Thank you, everybody. The first time we played in London, we had to take the Greyhound here, and we put all of our gear underneath the bus. So to be here with you tonight is really special. We share this award with our incredible team. We get to work with really amazing people. Jeffrey and Madeline at Universal, Queen Ashley, Chris Taylor, Sarah, Jack Ross, Adam Countryman. And we want to thank everybody who's putting this show on tonight in the City of London for hosting this weekend. I think, obviously, this is an incredible prize and an incredible gift, but I think the best gift we can offer is each other's good company and each other's spirit. That is truly what this weekend's all about. So thank you very much for being with us. And we will see you at Stobie's at 4 in the morning after the Frog. See you.
Congratulations to the 2018 Group of the Year winner, Arkells. Listen to music from all this year's nominees at applemusic.com/Junos. Please welcome Juno nominee for Indigenous Music Album of the Year, Elisa P.
Arnaugama Ino Sikhaitara Naline Haitara Aito Tiginiara Viuk Sur l'Otakatotit Puigurtai Leginaki Pimangarpit Arnaugama Nakorme Marialotunga Sutisiyuta Mani Nunami. I would like to begin by acknowledging the treaty territory of the Anishinaabe, which is defined within the pre-Confederation treaty known as the London Township Treaty of 1796. Throughout time, this region has also become the current home to the Haudenosaunee and Lenni Lenape nations. Nakormik.
Still to come, Shawn Mendes, the Reklaws, Bülow, and next, the award for Album of the Year. You're plugged into the 2019 Juno Awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, 6-time Juno Award winner, Jan Arden.
Take it easy on me. Whoa! Okay, gently. My neck. Right. Watch your. Oh my! Watch your hair. Oh! I can't take it anymore. Oh! Take it. Oh! Okay, gently. Put me down. Put me down. Please put me down.
This live program contains coarse language and material that may offend some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Live from Budweiser Gardens in London, Ontario, it's the 48th Juno Awards. Please welcome four-time Juno nominee, Bülow.
Truck a loaded gun. That Cupid mower was up and now I'm locked. Inseparable we've become. Even though the years go by, seasons change and flowers die. We're still rocking side by side. I'm still yours and you're still mine. You broke my heart a million times. You count the ways I've made you cry. Oh, it's such a mess, but I get depressed at the thought of losing you. We were kids, it's been a while, but you still work to make me smile. A stolen kiss, now I can't wait to waste my life away with you. You waste my life away with you. For a nice girl to fall for you for a lifetime, but that's not my vibe. I'm just trying to have fun. You say love is blind, but that's just right there, 'cause I'm looking in your eyes and I burn the fire. Sex on my mind, and that's what you want. Yeah, face to face, and we both know the truth. You call on my bluff, I can't lie like you do. Wish I could tell you that I love you, but I can't. Wish I could call you in the morning, but I can't. Wish I could tell you that I miss you, but I can't. This is not a love song. I get excited when you kiss me like that. And my body to body like that. Wish I could tell you that I want you more than that. But this is not a love song. Sentimental guy, one of a kind, really, but it's hard to find. But that's not my type. You should find your other side, the apple to your eye, the yin to yang, the blue to your sky, your kiss in the rain, the berry to your dream. But you should know that's not my thing. We're face to face, and we both know the truth. You call on my bluff, I can't lie like you do. Wish I could tell you that I love you, but I can't. Wish I could call you in the morning, but I can't. Wish I could tell you that I miss you, but I can't. This is not a love song. I get excited when you kiss me like that. Put my body to your body like that. Wish I could tell you that I want you more than that. This is not a love song. It's so right, it's so right. Fairy tale twists of time. It's so right, it's so right. This is not a love song. You know what I want, you know what I like. Don't need to pretend we'll be happy in the end. No more lies, no more lies.
Performing their goal-selling smash, the most streamed domestic country song of 2018, Long Live the Night, the Reklaws.
Red sky fading, let's do this right. What you drinking's what I'm drinking, who's got a light? We about to burn up this 9 to 5 from dusk till dawn. Man, it's on.
Till it all gets lost in the light. Singing long live the night. It's a song coming on that everyone knows. It's a bar, it's a field, it's a sea where it goes. It's a guy and a girl hoping that sun will rise. Singing long
We have had an amazing year, and now we get to give out an award on the Junos. And not just any award, the award for Album of the Year.
The Album of the Year award is sponsored by Music Canada, representing Canada's major music companies, Sony, Universal, and Warner.
Music Canada works to build a better music ecosystem through research, advocacy, and community leadership.
Here are the nominees.
Album of the Year is sponsored by Music Canada. Darlene, Hubert Lemoire. These Are the Days, Jan Arden. Shawn Mendes. My Dear Melancholy, The Weeknd. Outsider, 3 Days Grace.
And the award for Juno Album of the Year goes to
Shawn Mendes! Shawn Mendes is not here tonight. We'll accept on his behalf. Make sure he gets it. Congratulations, Shawn.
Congratulations.
Don't forget to vote now for Juno Fan Choice presented by TD. Head to junofanchoice.ca for more details and to cast your vote now. On the way, Corey Hart's induction into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, and Bahamas heats up the stage. It's the 2019 Juno Awards live from Budweiser Gardens in London, Ontario.
First of all, I'd like to promise you that I am sincerely honored for your acknowledgement of my determination. I'd like to promise that I will personally thank each and every one who deserves a piece of this pyramid. I promise that I will work harder next year than I have in the past 2 years. But most of all, I promise that I continue to sing for only the right reasons. Thank you very much. I love you.
This live program contains coarse language and material that may offend some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Junos were previously awarded in the following categories. Artist of the Year, presented with Apple Music, Shawn Mendes. Breakthrough Group of the Year, sponsored by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters, the Washboard Union. Adult Alternative Album of the Year, Earth Tones, Bahamas. Alternative Album of the Year, sponsored by Long and McQuaid, Baby Teeth, Dizzy. Pop Album of the Year, Shawn Mendes, Shawn Mendes. Reggae Recording of the Year, Sly and Robbie meet Dubmatics, Overdub, Dubmatics. Contemporary Roots Album of the Year, Both Ways, Donovan Woods. Traditional Roots Album of the Year, Sweet Old Religion, Ferris and Jason Romero. Jack Richardson Producer of the Year, Eric Ratz. Recording Engineer of the Year, sponsored by 3M, Sean Everett. Adult Contemporary Album of the Year, Love, Michael Bublé. Welcome back to the 2019 Junos, live from London, Ontario. Here to present Breakthrough Artist of the Year is the Minister of Canadian Heritage and Multiculturalism, the Honorable Pablo Rodriguez. Accompanying him, performer and filmmaker, Alyssa P.
Alors bonsoir tout le monde. Good evening, Canada. We're here to present the award for Breakthrough Artist of the Year.
So this is your first Junos as our minister. It's kind of like your breakthrough year, right?
Well, it is, and it's been a great year. I have met with many talented artists, just like you, Elisepi, and trust me, how important it is to support our artists.
I personally can attest to the important job Factor is doing.
Yes, and Factor is funded by private radio broadcasters and, of course, by your government of Canada through the Canada Music Fund.
Last year, Factor funded the production of over 300 full-length sound recordings and around 4,000 international performances. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. And you know what? We're always going to be there for the industry.
Uh-huh. The nominees for Breakthrough Artists are...
Breakthrough Artist of the Year, sponsored by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters.
Wish I could tell you that I love you, but I can't.
Bülow.
Wish I could call you in the morning, but I can't.
Grandson. Johnny Orlando. Killy. Megan Patrick.
And the Juno Award for Breakthrough Artist of the Year goes to Bülow.
This is so surreal. Thank you so much. This is definitely not a one-man show. There's so many people that I want to thank for this. First of all, I want to thank my family at Wax Records. You guys have been there with me since day one, Ron and Jamie. I want to thank Jeffrey and the whole Universal team. I want to thank Republic Records. And I want to thank my family. You guys are here with me tonight, so thanks for making it out. And to every single one of you that's been listening to my music, this year has honestly been so surreal. I can't thank you enough for it. Thank you.
A three-time Juno winner, a man who has a beautiful way with words, Bahamas.
Substance over style. Yeah, I laugh, but I don't
smile. Yeah, I had a way with words for a while. Stuck around. 'Cause what kind of man lets his brother down? But while I was gone, think of all that you found. A dear old friend and a brand new sound, yeah. Nothing to remind us. To put it all behind us, there'll be nothing to remind us. Won't hold my breath, won't wait in vain. Won't single you out, won't lay blame, Won't protest, but I won't be the same. 'Cause I'm the only one that has my name.
Tonight's winners were tabulated by PwC, trusted partners of the 2019 Juno Awards. Get out those sunglasses. Corey Hart is inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame next.
But most urgent on my list of appreciation are those of you who have welcomed my tunes into your lives, into your kitchens when you're doing the dishes, into your bedrooms when you were courting and conceiving, into those nights of loss and bewilderment, into those aimless places of the heart which only a song seems to be able to enter. It is before this sudden and strange and mysterious intimacy that is developed between us that I bow my head in real gratitude. My friends are gone, and my hair is gray, and I ache in the places where I used to play. And I'm hungry for love, but I'm not coming on. I'm just paying my rent every day in the Tower of Song.
This live program contains coarse language and material that may offend some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. It's the night Canadian music comes home. The 2019 Juno Awards and the woman who knows how to host a great party, Sarah McLachlan.
At the age of 17, Corey Hart recorded 5 songs onto 5 cassettes and walked them into the lobby of the Montreal Forum to leave them for Billy Joel and his band. At 1 a.m., Corey received a call from Billy's saxophone player who said he loved the songs and asked Corey to come hang out with them. Now, that wasn't the moment that launched his career, but it does describe perfectly the kind of person Corey Hart is. Hopeful, determined, talented, and cool. Corey was born a songwriter and never imagined himself as a performer, but if you write the perfect song, you may just end up as both. Sunglasses at Night launched Corey into superstardom. It was the first video ever to win a Juno, and his album Boy in the Box remains the fastest-selling album to date. Now, starting this week, running until October, Studio Bell, home of the National Music Centre in Calgary, will present a beautiful exposition entitled Milestones, Corey Hart. Now, for someone who didn't expect to be a star, Corey was an icon of the 80s music scene. And during the height of Corey's fame, he was asked to present at the 1993 Juno Awards alongside another Montreal musician named Julie Masse. That fateful introduction became the love story of their lifetime. And Corey came to a point in his life when he had to decide between family and the spotlight. He chose love.
You know, I'm here and doing what I do because I want to make people happy and I want to communicate with people.
He was the heartbeat of pop music in the 80s and 90s. Corey Hart wrote his first song when he was only 14 years old.
I would spend all my weekends, all my days writing and writing and writing.
By the time he was 19, he was recording his first album.
I could capture all the love of great romantics had.
One song almost didn't make it onto the album, but Corey convinced the record label to let him go back into the studio to record it.
Anybody got any pair of sunglasses?
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can.
When I started playing arenas in my early 20s, it was just pandemonium and a huge kind of phenomenon that came out of nowhere.
Corey achieved 32 top 40 hits, with 12 making it into the top 10. He has sold 16 million albums worldwide.
Just a little more time.
After 8 studio albums and countless tours, Corey decided to step off the stage and into his life by putting focus on his greatest love, his family.
To never surrender, to never surrender. And I am by your side.
There are 2 things that I always wanted to do when I was a young person, and that was music and to have a family. I definitely did not want to be a tourist dad. And that doesn't make me a super dad. It just means that my kids know that I was there.
Corey continued to write and produce music for other artists, including Celine Dion and his wife, Julie Masse.
In life, you have to try things. And if there's a door in front of you, you got to find a window. Windows closed and the door's closed, and you got to go through the roof.
Corey Hart's music was the sound of a generation, and it's only just beginning again.
It is an absolute honor for me to introduce the newest inductee to the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Hart.
Sometimes my heart is so cold, and you cut me off, and you're so
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've been so blessed to have lived my life with music by my side since I was a little boy. I believe that music and love are the most enduring and powerful forces of good in the world. Without music or the Junos, I would have never met my precious Julie. And without love, I would have never experienced the miracle of cradling in my arms my 4 precious babies, India, Dante, Rain, and River, who are all here tonight, all grown up. I want to speak. Daddy's very proud of you guys. I love you very much. As a songwriter, I can honestly say that those are the greatest songs that I'll ever write. I'd just like to say something about my fans, speak directly to my fans at home and those that are here tonight. Without you, my songs would have no home, and they would ultimately be unrequited and empty. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart, no pun intended, for listening to me way back when. I never imagined that I'd have the opportunity some 20 years later, after stepping away from the spotlight, to embark on a national Canadian tour this June. Right back here in London to make a new record with the great Bob Ezrin. And I honestly believe that there can be no Hall of Fame without their fans supporting you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to Alan Reed. Thank you to all the members of Caris, my good friend Steve Kane. I'm very proud to be Canadian and very proud to be a musician. God bless you.
Here to perform the hit single he wrote for his wife, platinum-selling artist Tyler Shaw.
For you, travel to outer space. Take a bullet to the heart just to keep you safe. For you, anything for you. Running late on a Wednesday, shortcut by the freeway. Locked eyes as you passed me. 2 hearts in a cold street. Looking back at the same time, I feel warmth that you feel mine. I got the urge, but I can't speak. 2 hearts in a cold street. I know this sounds crazy, but this could be fate. And I'm thinking maybe that you feel it too. Tell me, are you busy? Tell me you can stay. 'Cause I'm thinking maybe for you, we'll travel to outer space. Take a bullet to the heart just to keep you safe. For you, anything for you. With you, all the years just fade away. Like a dream in my arms, but I'm wide awake. With you, whenever I'm with you. Whenever I'm with you. Oh, with you, whenever I'm with you. Yeah. With you, with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. Thank you so much.
I'm hanging backstage with Faye, Sabrina, and Emmett. They're all graduate students from the Sarah McLachlan School of Music, and they are performing with me tonight, so I'm super excited. Woo! Yay!
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank a few people, and I love you too. I'd like to thank Glenn Ballard, my collaborator and since become my best friend. Scott Welch, my integrity field manager, who's here with me tonight. John Alexander, who's been with me from the time that I was very young and has seen me go through many things. Thanks, buddy. My band members who've grown with me and who've become very close with me, and Maverick Records, thank you very much, and We Are Canada, thank you for everything. And I just want to say that most people's growth is done in private, and artist growth is done in public, and I thank Canada as a country for accepting that in me. Thanks very much.
This live program contains coarse language and material that may offend some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. You're watching the 2019 Juno Awards. Our next presenter is currently starring in the spectacular theatrical production, The Last Ship, at the Princess of Wales Theatre in Toronto. Please welcome 17-time Grammy Award winner, Sting.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. How? How do you measure success? Is it how many awards you have or followers? I don't think so.
To me, true success is having the ability and the privilege of helping people less fortunate than yourself. I'm here to introduce one of the world's most successful producers, composers. He has worked with Michael Bublé, Whitney Houston, Andrea Bocelli, Celine Dion, Stevie Wonder, and many others. 33 years ago, he established a foundation to help support families of children needing major organ transplants. The foundation provides financial support for all non-medical expenses a family is faced with while their child goes through the critical transplant process. Since then, his foundation has not only raised awareness about organ donation in Canada, but has provided millions of dollars in support of over 1,200 Canadian families. Last night, he was honored with the 2019 Humanitarian Award presented by Music Canada. And so here to help me present the next award, a man who knows the true measure of success, Mr. David Foster!
Sting! Thank you, Sting. Thank you. You know, it's especially humbling to be introduced by you, my friend Sting. As most of you know, he is no stranger to philanthropy with his tireless and passionate work preserving the rainforests of our planet. Thank you, Sting. And as an aside, right now he's in Toronto with his musical, The Last Ship, starring in Toronto with his musical, The Last Ship. Go see it. It's amazing. Last night was very rewarding for me to be recognized for my work with the David Foster Foundation. If I had one request, it would be that all of you watching become registered organ donors. It's the true gift of life. The facts are this: over 90% of Canadians support being a registered donor, yet sadly, only 20% actually are. So please, let's change those stats and save more lives. CBC Music is proud to be the home of Canadian music on radio, TV, and online. And it's our pleasure to now present the R&B Soul Recording of the Year on behalf of CBC Music.
And here are the nominees.
R&B Soul Recording of the Year, presented by CBC Music. Twos, Anders. Pain and Pleasure, Black Atlas. Stone Woman, Charlotte Day Wilson. Being Human in Public, Jesse Reyes. My Dear Melancholy, The Weeknd.
And the Juno goes to Being Human in Public, Jesse Reyes! Yes! Congrats again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to my family, Mommy, Papi, gracias por apoyarme, to my team, to my management, to my label, Universal Island. Lastly, man, to quote Mr. Hart, without y'all, there's no home for my songs. And it was such a beautiful lying because it's true, and none of this is possible without your support. So thank you so much. If there's one thing that I leave tonight, man, is that I am you and you are me. And if there's one thing that you're chasing and you're willing to work hard for it, do it, because you could do whatever you want, man. And thank y'all so much. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you. This way?
Music House is the charity supported by the Canadian music industry. Here to tell us about Music House is once again Sarah McLachlan and Mariel Reed, a local music student who has benefited from the support of Music House.
We all know, as Jesse said, music is a gift. It's a universal language that unites and moves us. And music education is where it all begins. It connects us to our emotional worlds. It builds self-esteem, inspires creativity and empathy, and creates positive change in young people. That's why the Music Counts TD Community Music Program puts instruments into the hands of youth across Canada. Now, I know music saved me when I was growing up, and I think my friend Muriel here might say the same.
Absolutely. Growing up, I faced many challenges, and there's no question that music gave me the strength and the courage to get through them. I'm a participant of London Girls Rock Camp. And this year, we received new guitars, keyboards, drums, and recording equipment from the Music Counts TD Community Music Program. This made us feel valued and empowered. And I know these instruments will inspire the next generation of young artists like me. Thank you, TD and Music Counts. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah McLachlan.
One thing that I know is it will get better. Each and every drought ends in the river. If I were a diviner, you'd be washing rain to cool your fire. Oh, to cool your fire. There could be winds of change in my auburn hair, but I'll take back for now. And when the bitter breeze carries a trace of fear, I'll persevere somehow. We're gonna push on through. Pretty girl, just like we always do. Beautiful girl, I know the world can be cruel. Pretty girl, you're gonna make it 'cause you got love on your side. Brave girl, pretty girl, turn the radio on, play your favorite song and cry. You let it all disappear, push back the doubt and fear they try. To hold your head under the waves, you're breathing all the same. You were stronger in their hate. Time for you to walk out, walk in, put on shoes, lay down your footprints wherever you choose. Leave it all behind and move on, 'cause you are your own woman. You never asked for trouble, but you got fire that burns so bright.
You're watching the 2019 Juno Awards. Still to come, performances by Jeremy Dutcher, Clear the Pidat featuring Loud, and next, Shawn Mendes.
When asked, who is your favorite songwriter, Gordon said, of all the multitudes around, I'd have to go with Bob Dylan. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Dylan.
Pleases me to be here and give this award to Gordon. I've known Gordon for a long time, and I know he's been offered this award before, but he has never accepted it because he wanted me to come and give it to him. So, all right, here he is now, Gordon Lightfoot.
I want to thank Bob Dylan again for doing that, and he and I go back to sort of the Albert Grossman office in New York, which I was signed with through Ian and Sylvia back when I was sort of starting to get in motion, and I appreciate very much the fact that he would take the time to come and help out one of his old stablemates. I guess you could call it that, or I was one of his, I don't know. He was there actually two years before I was. And it's nice to get it from an idol younger than myself also. And with that, I will take it and proudly wear it into the industry and everybody here. It's been a great 25 years, and I'm very much in commission. I feel good, I feel happy, and I'm ready to continue on for an indefinite period of time doing concerts, whatever it is. I thank you very much.
This live program contains coarse language and material that may offend some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Junos were previously awarded in the following categories: Rock Album of the Year, Rally Cry, Arkells. Vocal Jazz Album of the Year, Laila Bialy, Laila Bialy. Jazz Album of the Year Solo, Old Soul, Robbie Botosh. Jazz Album of the Year Group, The Seasons of Being, Andy Milne and Dap Theory. Instrumental Album of the Year, China Cloud, Gordon Gardena. Blues Album of the Year, Miles to Go, Colin James. Children's Album of the Year, You, Me, and the Sea, Splashing Boots. Classical Album of the Year, Solo or Chamber, The End of Flowers, works by Clark and Ravel, Griffin Trio. Large Ensemble, Vaughan Williams, Toronto Symphony Orchestra. Vocal or Choral, Vienna, Fin de Siècle, Barbara Hannigan with Reinberg Duluth. Classical Composition of the Year, Golden Slumbers, Kiss Your Eyes, Anna Sokolovic. Dance Recording of the Year, Body, Loud Luxury. The Humanitarian Award presented by Music Canada was awarded to David Foster. The Walt Grealis Special Achievement Award was presented to Duff Roman. Live from Budweiser Gardens in London, Ontario, these are the 2019 Juno Awards. Please welcome Rick Mercer.
You know, Canada has always punched well above its weight when it comes to producing fantastic, well-loved duos in all genres. Wayne and Schuster, Tegan and Sarah, Ron and Dawn. But if it wasn't for London, Ontario, we never would have had the most adored duo of them all. Canada's greatest ice dancers, Tessa and Scott. Please welcome Olympic and world champion, the pride of London, Ontario, Tessa Virtue.
Thank you, Rick.
I don't know, I think they like you.
The love is mutual. This is my town, and this is my ring. Scott and I competed in our first national championships in this building. We won a world silver medal here, and I even met my first boyfriend right over there behind the French fry stand.
That's a beautiful story.
In all seriousness, representing Canada is an incredible honor, and I can't think of anyone who does it with more class than our next performer.
He is the pride of Pickering, Ontario, but tonight he joins us from his world tour. Please get ready to scream and welcome Shawn Mendes.
You can try to sound Canadian.
It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. Laying on the bathroom floor, feeling nothing. I'm overwhelmed and insecure. Give me something I can take to ease my mind slowly. Just have a drink and you'll feel better. Just take it home and you'll feel better. Keep telling me that it gets better. No, yeah. Does it ever? All right, sing it out. Here we go. So help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. No medicine is strong enough. Someone help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. Is it my blood? Is it my blood? somebody who could help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. Medicine is strong enough. Someone help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. I need somebody now. I need somebody now. Someone to help me out. I need somebody now. Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. I need somebody now. I need somebody now. Someone to help me out. I need somebody now. Oh. Thank you so much. Thank you, Junos. I love you.
Here now, an award-winning journalist and author who has shined a light on Indigenous peoples and issues, Tanya Talaga.
Ani, Buzu, Wachea, Tanya Talaga, Nigisnakas. The United Nations says 87 Indigenous languages in Canada are in danger of vanishing over the next 100 years. Language is what defines our cultures and our protocols. Our language is who we are. That's right. Then what happens when our languages disappear? Do we disappear? Not a chance. We listen to our elders. We reclaim, we grow, we rise. Our next performer embodies resilience. He is last year's winner of the Polaris Music Prize. He has created a whole new sound by taking the majestic ancestral language of the Wollastok, thus presenting and preserving this precious culture in a way that we have never seen or heard before. You will hear the voices of those ancestors who have never left us. Kina na Komen, Juno Award winner, Jeremy Dutcher.
On the way, a performance by Kells. Also a performance by Coeur de Pirate featuring Loud. The 2019 Juno Awards from London, Ontario continues.
And the Juno for Album of the Year goes to, read winner. All together, guys, ready? Let it go, Avril Lavigne.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. This is just a huge honor to be accepting this award, and it's a huge honor to be in the same category with these other nominees. This is just so incredible, this being my first album, and it, going this far, having this dream of mine, come true. It's pretty amazing. So I'm just looking forward to continuing to make music and creating and growing as a writer and an artist, and I just look forward to the future. So thank you very much for this. I really appreciate it.
This live program contains coarse language and material that may offend some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. It's the bright lights of the Canadian music scene, the 2019 Juno Awards. Here to introduce the next performer is a four-time winner at this year's Felix Awards, Hubert Lenoir.
Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Let's talk about music. Music, the only truly inspirational worldwide language. The only language that speaks from and to the hearts of humans. Music doesn't judge, music doesn't choose. In music, there's no such thing as French, there's no such thing as English, German, Spanish, Japanese. there's only sound and vision. And to honor what I just said, live on Canadian primetime TV, I won't speak for 10 seconds. Now moving on, please welcome Coeur de Pirate featuring Juno winner Loud.
Est-ce qu'on parle encore de pacte? On s'est juste utilisé. Et le mal qui s'impose au fond n'est pas ce qu'on s'est donné. Les lumières de nos endroits, ceux qui feignent de briller. Je m'y plonge et j'y somnole, enfin, ne plus me réveiller. Les gens tournent autour de moi, ne m'ont pas vu m'endormir. Au son des basses qui résonnent dans mon tour, mon être chavire. Les amoureux se rencontrent enfin, alors qu'on voit eux souffrir. Je rêve, je m'envole. Dans la nuit, on me laisse vivre l'ennui. Que la raison emprisonne. Tout de moi réside dans ces fois. Que d'espoir je rentre chez moi. Et dans la nuit on s'ennuie. Et dans la nuit on s'ennuie.
On a passé la nuit sous la chanson. T'as joué ta chanson, ils ont joué ta chanson. Je t'ai parlé toute la nuit, j'ai pas dit grand chose. Je sais que tu penses que j'y pense, mais tu penses trop. Ok, j'ai pris l'appel et puis après, crois-moi, je suis difficile à suivre, je suis passé la perdre. L'ennui des jeunes adultes, passer la nuit seul à deux. Mais disparu sans signature, je sais pas dire adieu. Je suis jamais bien loin, je suis jamais bien là. Bruxelles, Paris, Berlin, ciao Bella. Traverser le monde pour essayer de remplacer un monde par un autre que j'arrive à peine à replacer. I say, 2 glasses for the moonshine, sunglasses for the moonshine. Les grands classiques, on est sous le charme, and baby that's all I need.
Et dans la nuit on s'ennuie. Et dans la nuit on s'ennuie.
And baby that's all I need.
Et dans la nuit on s'ennuie. Et dans la nuit on s'ennuie.
And now, the Juno for Country Album of the Year. Here are the nominees. Country Album of the Year. We Were That Song, Brett Kissel. A Small Town Christmas, Jess Moskalu. Country Music Made Me Do It, Megan Patrick. Feels Like That, The Reklaws. New Tattoo, Tim Hicks.
And the Juno
For Country Album of the Year goes to...
country album We Were That Song from Brett Kissel.
We were the song on the radio playing. We were the words the singer was singing. Yeah, we were the oh, we were the hey that made you wanna sing along. Yeah, we were that song. We were the good and the bad and the rain. We were the lonesome on the train. We were the let go. We were the heartbreak.
Oh my God, London! Wow, it's making an album as artists. I think we can all agree that you got to be vulnerable. You got to do what you got to do and trust your gut. And I want to thank my wife Cecilia and my little family at home for believing in me and allowing me to do this. And my family at Warner Music, my family, Louis O'Reilly and Jim Cressman, Invictus Entertainment, my family on the road, that's my band and my crew. I love these guys. We played twice here in London on the biggest tour that's ever happened, every province, every territory. And guys, that's my family in the studio. That's Luke Wooten and Bart McKay, Maddie McKay, Justin Cutting, Spencer Cheen for making this very special and diverse record with Megadeth's Dave Mustaine and Charlie Pride on the exact same record. And thank you to Karis and the Junos and everybody who came out to see us play, and to everybody who is a nominee in this category. Country music is killing it this year, and I love you all. I really do. Thank you very much, Juno!
Before you were 17, I could only guess words, brown eyes to see. If we're just a blank slate, mixed with a little bit of DNA, and those weekend visits when you show up late. When I feel helpless, I see you smiling back at me, like every little thing is gonna be okay. Yeah, you're a tough kid, way tougher than me. I put a bet on you any day. London, Ontario, help me out now. When your head gets dizzy, you can't get right, but you push on through, don't be denied. Shake off those ghosts in every corner of this town. From the clothes on your back to the color of your eyes, ain't no shame in some hand-me-downs. Come on! No, it never makes sense, but it's the only thing that you know. And that resentment, well, it comes and goes. You've been acting reckless to deal with the pain. I hope you don't get carried away. And you wear this necklace, it's from graduation day. You said, I wear this chain cause I'm breaking it. Yeah, I wear this chain cause I'm breaking it. Woo! When your head gets dizzy and you can't get right, but you push on through, don't be denied. And shake up those ghosts in every corner of this town. From the clothes on your back to the color of your eyes, ain't no shame in some hand-me-down. Let's hear it, come on. First of the month, it gets you stressed out. Those moving trucks, they bring you right back deep in the cut. There's a voice that's calling out. Nigga boy, London's finest. Inside of rich, but I gotta keep handsome. Inside of rich, but I gotta keep chasing. Inside of reach, but I gotta keep chasing. Inside of reach, but I gotta keep chasing. When your head gets dizzy and you can't get right, but you push on through, don't be denied. Shake off those ghosts in every corner of this town. From the clothes on your back to the color of your eye. From the clothes on your back to the color of your eye. From the clothes on your back to the color of your eye. Ain't no shame in some hand-me-downs. Ain't no shame in some hand-me-downs. Come on! There ain't no shame in some hand-me-downs.
Some awards presented this evening are based in whole or in part on record sales and streaming information compiled by Nielsen Music, the industry's leading source of music data and insights. Coming up, Maestro Fresh West.
It is with sincere appreciation and immense respect for her accomplishments that the Academy welcomes Buffy St. Marie into the Juno Awards Hall of Fame.
There's a place called Waswanipi Reserve in northern Quebec. There's a place called Telegraph Creek in British Columbia. There really is. There's a place called Red Deer in Lumsden and Lethbridge. There's Reyes and there's Goose Bay. There's Moose Factory. These are places that recording artists don't usually get to see when we're in the middle of a hit record, being all biggity the way we get and shopping for clothes over here in the city like we do. But when the hits calm down a little, some of us escape into the dark beyond these spotlights and we discover the rest of Canada. There are music lovers in all of these places. And the people there need and appreciate all the kinds of music that we're honoring here tonight. I know because when it comes to the map of Canada, I have read a lot of small print. The recording industry really is about more than just making money and getting famous. It's also about the people in those remote communities and the artists who come from those remote communities and the music that they love and produce. I love you too. And most especially in the whole wide world, I'd like to acknowledge all the grassroots Indian artists who haven't yet taken home a Juno, but who continue as they have in the past to capture our hearts at powwows across Canada, doing that magic which music does so well, and refreshing our spirits to walk in beauty one more day. Miigwech!
This live program contains coarse language and material that may offend some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Junos were previously awarded in the following categories: International Album of the Year, Beer Bongs and Bentleys, Post Malone. Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year, Tired of Basic, Love Collide. World Music Album of the Year, presented by Aero Mexico, Rapidu Creole, Wesley. Album Artwork of the Year, Mike Milosh, Blood, Rye. Video of the Year, presented by Stingray, Ali Eisner, Bahamas. Electronic Album of the Year, Deception Bay, Milk and Bone. Metal Hard Music Album of the Year, The Wake, Voivod. Comedy Album of the Year, sponsored by Sirius XM Canada, Good Friend Bad Grammar, Dave Merhej. Francophone Album of the Year, Un Ane Record, Loud. Indigenous Music Album of the Year, presented by APTN, Wolistowick Lintuakanawa, Jeremy Dutcher. Rap Recording of the Year, Love Me Now, Tory Lanez. Songwriter of the Year, presented by SoCan, Shawn Mendes. You're tuned in to the 2019 Juno Awards. Please welcome a hip-hop OG whose new album, Champagne Campaign, just dropped last week. He's the godfather of Canadian hip-hop, Maestro Fresh Wes.
30 years ago, I released the album Symphony in Effect. Its single, Let Your Backbone Slide, was the game changer in Canadian hip-hop. Some people refer to me as a pioneer of Canadian hip-hop, and although the backbone don't slide like it used to, London, I'm still shining. This jam is amplified, so just glide and let your backbone slide. You listen to every word I say, every verb you heard I play, snaps a vertebrae. You try to hover or cover me, you roast. I fake a flag, then run a post toast. I'm the most. DEF's how it goes. No X's or O's or tic-tac-toes. LTD knows this ain't a game, I'm on a mission. Call me a hip-hop tic-tac-tician. Listen. Yeah. That song was groundbreaking. Up to that point, Canadian music outlets weren't playing hip-hop, but suddenly the door was open and a host of performers stepped through. And look at us today. We have some of the top hip-hop artists in the world, like our next artist. Let me introduce to you one of the new generation of rappers. He is not only a songwriter, producer, and one of the hottest rappers out right now, straight out of Toronto, performing the songs Champion and Wanted You. London, give it up for my man, Nav.
Juno Awards 2019. I need everybody to stand up on their feet right now. Stand up on their feet, take a ride with Nav. Let's go.
Ballin' like I'm in the NBA.
Say what?
No, these rats did not see TSA.
No way.
They found me, now I had to relocate.
Yeah, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Take off on spaceship. Duck these hoes like Matrix. Ain't fucking unless she nameless. Cause the last two was too famous.
So what you say?
You got the trophy like a champion. Fell asleep right on the jet, we gone. Big ring just like a champion. Look TSA hop on the jet, we gone.
So what you do?
Fuck the famous, got the mask off.
Molly Percocet.
Pop a bean and let the badge talk.
Hey.
Bought 10 bottles on the last call. Flew a basic girl up from Alaska. Illegal alien inside my spaceship. Juicy's on my shoesies, not no aces. Get out my face, my pockets full of faces. Bust out go AP, this not no stainless.
Hey. So what it say?
My Ronnie, tell me what the
day is.
I like it cause she basic, she got braces. Her followers 100K, then she too famous. She got 1,000, might make her my main bitch. Yeah.
Juno Awards, put your hands up in the sky right now. Everybody put your hands up. Hey, hey, hey. Now keep your hands up. Now keep your hands up. Right side, left side, in the back. I think they ready now. 1, 2, 3.
I'm ashamed of all the things that I was doing for you.
Say what?
Should've known that all these girls the same and they ain't loyal.
Okay.
She a freak, look at that noble on the beach.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to eat.
Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Where you get the money for them shoes, girl?
Whoa.
You hit me on my DM like a fan, girl.
Whoa.
Did you want me or did you want these bands, girl?
Whoa.
Now I know you're just another Instagram girl.
Whoa.
She almost made me think that all she want is me.
Yeah, yeah.
I hit the club and she the first one that I see. Said that she there cause she know promoters in the club.
Yeah, yeah.
Kinda find out that my homeboy hit her up.
Talk to me, talk to me.
All this ice, I need a freezer.
Oh.
Whip it up, back beater.
Oh.
Whip it up, 2-seater. Said she love me, don't believe her.
Oh.
Can't be mediocre.
Yeah.
20 on a choker.
Yeah.
Come around the door, yeah. Give me things like boom.
Whoa. Whoa.
Can't believe I wanted you. Whoa. I can't believe I wanted you, yeah. Girl, I can't believe I wanted you. Girl, I can't believe I wanted you.
Juno Awards, make some noise for Nav.
Please welcome the host of CBC Arts Exhibitionist and CBC Music's Marvin's Room, Amanda Paris, and international phenom and Juno Award winner, Jessie Reyes.
What's up, London?
We are here to present the Juno Fan Choice presented by TD.
You know what, Amanda? As an artist, you can have the support of your label, your producers, your crew, but at the end of the day, it's the fans that push you through to the next level.
Okay, but what about your collaborators or your hairstylist or your manager?
Collaborators and hairstylists are great. Your managers are dope. Oh, but it's still your fans.
Okay, but what about your family?
Family's still fans, though, right?
True, true.
Oh, so it's a hard one, but it's still your fans because family's fans, so fans.
Okay, I get you, I get you. So this is the only award at the Junos that isn't done by committee or jury.
There's been 1 million of votes, and the math is in, and I have the winner right here. You want to know who it is?
Hell yeah. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Juno Fan Choice, presented by TD. Alessia Cara, Avril Lavigne, Bülow, Elijah Woods x Jamie 5, Killy, Loud Luxury, Nav, Shawn Mendes, The Weeknd, Tory Lanez.
And the Juno Fan Choice goes to Avril Lavigne.
So, unfortunately, Avril is not here tonight, and Jesse already has one of these, but I want to thank all the fans for participating in the Junos Fan Choice. Take this on Avril's behalf.
Hell yeah. P.S. Happy birthday, Cello.
What a show! The 2019 Juno Awards will be back with the Canadian Music Hall of Fame inductee, Corey Hart.
And the Juno goes to...
Reminder, Feist.
Okay. Can you not cue the nylon string guitar? Because I have something to say. I wrote it down on paper this time. Thank you very much. I am a soft and sucky person, and I wouldn't be very strong if it weren't for my human shield. I want to thank my human shield. Afie, Jay, Bryden, Jesse, Clea, Diane, Tyler, Brendan, Robbie, Carla, Andy, Mitch, Amy, Chip, Kevy, Mary, and Simone. Thank you. And I'd like to say that I recorded some of my album at Blue Rodeo Studio, and I played guitar through their amplifiers, and it's a very wonderful thing to receive this award from these boys right here. So thank you very much. Good night.
This live program contains coarse language and material that may offend some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. This is the 2019 Juno Awards live from London, Ontario's Budweiser Gardens. Once again, here's Sarah McLachlan.
So we have one extra special performance to wrap up the night. I want to thank London, Ontario for being the most amazing hosts. And next year we'll be in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Now here he is, the latest inductee to the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Hart.
Just a little more time is all we're asking for. It's just a little more time can open closing doors. A little uncertainty can bring you down. Nobody wants to know you now. Nobody wants to show you how. So if you're lost and on your own, you can never surrender. And if your path won't lead you home, you can never surrender. And when the night is cold and dark, you can see light.
Light up for me.
No one can take away your right to fight and to never surrender. To never surrender. When the night is cold and you fell down on your knees and you're looking for shelter, somebody to hear you. You're calling on angels and you're praying for angels to receive you, to lead you, my friends, to find your way back, find your way back home. Angels, angels lead me home. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can watch you weave and breathe your storylines. And I wear my sunglasses at night so I can keep track of the visions in my eyes.